This might be the craziest experience I have ever had birding in my life. 6 lifers, and I just got a... I'm heading to southern Idaho to go camping in the mountains. We're going to 2 places. We're looking for the Cassia crossbill, which can only be found in this tiny location. And then the second bird we're looking for are Scott's Orioles that are breeding pretty far out of range. So let's see if we can find these birds and what else we can find in southern Idaho. What's up, everybody? I am in, I don't really know where I'm at. I'm in southern Idaho, in Stone, Idaho, I think it's called. We're at Curlew Campground. There's a reservoir here as well. I believe it's called Stone Reservoir. We're gonna camp here tonight. Hopefully we can find a campsite with some shade because this one is completely exposed to the elements. But the nice thing is that we are actually out here looking for Scott's Orioles. Now, if we could find the Scott's Orioles out here, that would be amazing. They've been here historically, but in all honesty, they're not really supposed to be this far north. Yeah, let's enjoy the camping trip. Just arrived at this campsite, and we already have a camera lifer. Up above me here in the tree are 2 common nighthawks, and they're just sitting there roosting. I've never seen this before. Obviously, it's a camera lifer, so it's my first time. I guess I should take that back. I've gotten them in flight, but this is by far the best shots that I've ever gotten. Just chilling in this tree right above us. This campsite was definitely made for our group, being all birders. And yeah, this is a really birdie spot. Let's see what other birds we can find today. Been birding around the reservoir that we're camping next to. We've picked up some good birds. Say hi to Cooper. There he goes. Picked up some good birds so far, but we've picked up good shots of a western kingbird first, and then we headed over to the reservoir. We picked up a lot of Franklin's gulls that flew in. This place is pretty underbirded in general, so there's a lot of stuff to be discovered out here. I'm super excited to take you guys on this journey. Let's see what we can find. Bye, Coop. Let's set up a tent. That was quick. I don't know if it's big enough for me, to be honest. What do you think? What do you think, Logan?
Tall tent.
Probably fit all 6 of us.
You can stand up in there.
It's the only tent I got. Let's go. Dinner tonight's nothing fancy. Got some pre-made chicken strips because I am a child and I love my chicken strips. I'm also gonna eat them cold. Bonus points. Here we go. All right, guys, it's super late, but before I go to bed, I do want to mention that we did see a house wren. It's nesting in the pavilions around this campsite. So house wren up on the picnic table, also in the pavilion. Tomorrow we're waking up at 4 a.m. so we can get out of here by 5 a.m. to try and go find the Scott's Oriole. So wish us luck. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. We gotta be super quiet because there's other tents around, but we're about to go look for Scott's Orioles. It's 4:30 in the morning. Wish us luck. All right, so I'm out here with the squad. Got my friend Will, Sarah, Alfredo, and Logan right there. And I just got my lifer, Juniper Titmouse. So that's a long time coming. That's been a big hole on my life list. Juniper Titmouse down on the life list. Very brief looks. I'll slow down the footage for you so you can see it unless I get better shots later on. So that's a great way to start this trip. No Scott's Oriole so far. We've heard it. Merlin's picked it up a few times, but there's also Bullock's Orioles everywhere. So we have to be certain that we actually get it. Picked up an American robin. There's actually a whole bunch of American robins here per usual. Some recently fledged young as well. So that's pretty cool. Super excited about the Juniper Titmouse, but we are here for the Scott's Orioles, so hopefully we can pick it up. There's a ton of Bullock's Orioles here too. That makes things especially difficult. Picked up a lark sparrow, perched up on top of a tree, and then we got one of my favorite birds, the loggerhead shrike. Got great shots of the loggerhead shrike. One of the coolest birds in the world. It pins its prey on barbed wire and thorns. So it's a pretty heavy metal bird. It's also a songbird, which makes it even cooler, that it preys on things, very small birds, mostly grasshoppers and stuff like that. So still no signs of the Scott's Oriole. We have seen, however, a lot of Bullock's Orioles. So there's a lot of Orioles around, just no Scott's. Hopefully we can pick those up on camera. Picked up shots of a brewer's blackbird, which we've been seeing and hearing all day. Just haven't gotten them on camera. Still looking for that Scots Oriole. We think we've heard it a few times. I don't know if we have enough information to call it yet, so keep you updated, see if we can find it. Yeah, we have a long day of birding ahead of us, so got Western Meadowlark to add on our list today. It's super birdy out here, but there's about 5 or 6 species that are dominating the scene. Western Meadowlark, Mourning Doves, Western Kingbirds, Bullock's Orioles, and then there's one mockingbird that's just calling like 10 different bird calls. That makes things very difficult when you have that going on. I also got better shots of that lark sparrow with much better lighting than before. So again, lots of birds in this area, just unfortunately no Scots Orioles. We knew it was going to be tough. It's probably 1 in 100 out here in this spot. So we've seen plenty of Bullock's Orioles at this point, but just haven't gotten lucky. We got it. We just got the Scots Oriole perched up on a tree over here. Unfortunately, I was a little bit away from the group and I was able to get it on camera. And so I was able to show them a video. We've been hearing them throughout the day. That's our first view of a male Scots Oriole. So we're just over here now in the trees trying to find it again so everybody can get their eyes on it. It did fly off when I tried to tell people that it was here. So got the Scots Oriole down on the life list. I cannot believe that we got this bird. That is absolutely amazing. What's awesome about finding the Scots Oriole is that usually you have to go pretty far south to get them. In Utah, they're usually in the southern end, you know, southwest. Sometimes they're on the western side next to Nevada, but this is Idaho. We're in Idaho right now, and there are Scots Orioles that have been breeding in this one patch of forest. I don't know for how long, but I think it's been at least a year. They were here last year. We just got confirmation that they're still here. They've returned this year. That's absolutely amazing. We've only seen the one male and unfortunately haven't been able to re-find it, but we've got people split up into different areas and we're trying to get more looks at it. Obviously my footage is only a couple seconds long. That's all you need in birding to get a positive ID. You can tell a Scots Oriole from a Bullock's Oriole by looking at its head. That dark black goes all the way down to its chest area. The Bullock's Oriole will have just the black on top of its head. Scots Oriole has it all the way down to its chest. And then it's also bright yellow instead of orange. Still can't believe that we got that. Wrapping it up here at our first location with the homies. Picked up an ash-sorted flycatcher as well, so that's good to add to the list. And also brief glimpses of blue-gray gnatcatchers. We'll see what else we can find at our next spot. At our second location now, we are now in the South Hills of Idaho, over by the Magic Mountain Ski Resort. We've already picked up some cool birds actually while we were just sitting eating lunch. We had red crossbills fly over us. Crossbills in general are pretty nomadic, so it's hard to get footage of them. I'm going to try my best though. And we also had the Kaja crossbill fly over. That bird can only be found here in southern Idaho. Very small range, could become a subspecies in the future instead of a full species, but an amazing bird nonetheless. I hope to be able to get at least the red crossbills on camera. Getting a Kaja crossbill on camera would be absolutely amazing as well. As we walk through this forest, we're on a hike right now. Let's see what birds we can find.
So up until the Lewises, I've been following you for the whole wine weekend.
Okay. And we were following Jordan.
Just picked up another lifer. I didn't realize I was sweating that much. Williamson's sapsucker. Beautiful bird. It's got a yellowish belly. You'll see it when it catches the light in just a sec. Williamson's sapsucker down on the life list. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, this has just been a lifer quest in Idaho, to be honest. We've gotten so many different lifers today, some on camera, some off of camera, but it's been absolutely incredible. The squad way up there been helping me get these birds. We'll see what else we can find. This hike has been all about woodpeckers. We picked up northern flicker at the beginning of the hike. Then obviously we got the Williamson sapsucker. And then we just picked up a hairy woodpecker as well. We've also seen a downy woodpecker. So great place to find woodpecker species. Trying to get my Idaho state list up to 100 species, and I think we're close. Probably get it during this camping trip. I was sitting at 86 before we got up here, so definitely very close to breaking 100 in Idaho. My goal, unofficial goal, is to break 100 in every single state in the United States. Getting Idaho off the list is just another step in the right direction. Got my lifer red crossbill on camera. Absolutely incredible. Now, here's the thing. The only reason we know it's a red crossbill, not a Kaja crossbill, is the Kaja crossbill has a much lower pitched call. The red crossbill has a higher pitched call, but other than that, when you look at them, especially from the distance that I got footage of them. Virtually identical. Kaja crossbill on the life list, so that's amazing. And then we just got better shots of the Williamson sapsucker. And not only did we get the male, which is strikingly beautiful, we also got a female this time. And the female looks a lot like a northern flicker actually, just a lot smaller and a lot more brown coloration on it than the male. But absolutely amazing birds, amazing day of birding up here in Idaho. I can't believe how many lifers we've gotten. We made a quick stop at this place called the Hummingbird House, and it's incredible. There's probably 50 plus hummingbird feeders here, and we've gotten broad-tailed hummingbird on camera. Then we picked up, a little bit later, we picked up a black-chinned hummingbird. Got that on camera. And then my 6th lifer of the day picked up a calliope hummingbird. That's a big hole in my life list. Super happy to pick that one up. 6 lifers in one day. That's absolutely incredible. I can't believe this trip has gone as well as it has. We also picked up just back here a house wren. So we got a house wren on camera as well. That's another great bird to pick up. We picked it up earlier in the video at the last campsite, but we got another one up singing beautifully. So super happy to be here. It's been an amazing trip. No way. I just came up here to take a pee. That's an owl. No way. I don't have my camera with me. That's an owl. I think it's a saw-whet owl. Oh my gosh. This is the craziest birding trip I've ever had. This is with my iPhone. No way. This might be the craziest experience I have ever had birding in my life. 6 lifers, and I just got a saw-whet owl on camera. I went to go to the bathroom in the woods, you know, like people do. This bird fluttered in my peripheral vision. Boom, saw-whet owl. And then it waited for me to go get my camera. Absolutely incredible. I am trembling right now. That has to be one of the most incredible experiences I have ever had birding in my entire life. These saw-whet owls are like the size, a little bit bigger than my hand. We got a saw-whet owl on camera and I cannot believe it. Just sitting here, I looked at the Sibley app. My friend Logan suggested that the saw-whet owl was probably a fledgling or a young one. And looking at the Sibley app, it does have that bare, buffy chest. That signifies that it probably is a fledgling young saw-whet owl. So that's cool as well. Obviously, we have left the owl be. Very cool to get that bird on camera. I still cannot believe it. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever seen a saw-whet owl? This has been the craziest day of birding I've ever had. One last stop today, and we're looking at some Lewis's woodpeckers before we pack up with the squad here, Lauren, Will, and Logan. Thanks to Logan and Will for finding these on their way up. I blew past them and didn't see them, but we've got several Lewis's woodpeckers here. Absolutely amazing creatures. They've got that bright red and green coloration. They look like a watermelon. Super cool. I got this bird as a lifer a couple weeks ago, but these are way better shots than I got a couple weeks ago. So hope you enjoy this bird. We're probably gonna pack up camp soon unless I see something else special on the way out. This has been the most amazing birding trip I have ever had. I'm never going to have a birding trip like this probably for a long time. So hope y'all enjoyed this video so far. Just picked up some chuckers as well. They just jumped up on a rock. That's the first time I've seen a chucker outside of Antelope Island. So pretty amazing to add that to the list as well. Let's go back to camp and wrap things up.
can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life.
Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite bird from this video? If you like what you see, and if you like bird content and exploration content and outdoor content, make sure you leave a subscribe on the channel. It really helps support me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright Eyed Birding.